rolling. We're back in Wilder Minds, baby. It's been a wild week for sure.
Sixes.
We in it? Mm-hmm. What are we at? 69?
6.
6, 7?
Mario Lemieux.
66.
Yeah.
Episode Mario Lemieux. Greatest hockey player to ever live.
With the first pick in the 1984 NHL draft, the Pittsburgh Penguins select number 6 from, what is it? Quebec. Laval, Canada, Mario Lemieux. Yeah. That's what he says every time. Brings tears to my eyes.
Was he
Eddie Johnson?
Was he highly anticipated?
Oh God, yeah.
Similar to Sid. Similar to
Gretzky. It was Gretzky, Lemieux.
Eric Lindstrom. Yeah. I mean, Eric Lindstrom had a big
Lindros.
Or Lindros. Eric Lindros.
Yeah, he was highly touted. I mean, even back then there wasn't a lot of 6'5", 240-pound guys that could skate like he could.
No, like he was.
There still isn't.
There's never been another Mario Lemieux. I don't care what anybody says. There never will be.
It's so funny because growing up watching him live, you watch him on TV and you're like, he's good. Mm-hmm. And then you go see that guy live and you're just like, what is that? Yeah. Like that's a whole different beast.
Unbelievable.
Hands of silk. I mean, just, it was crazy.
Yeah,
he played. He's from Quebec. He played at Laval, and he was coming out of Laval, and that's where they drafted him from.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was. God, he was unbelievable.
So you guys got to see him up close and personal, behind the scenes, everything.
Oh yeah, dude, everything. A lot. We had season tickets forever, and then we both went to school. Craig Patrick was the GM of the 1980 Olympic team, and he was also the GM of the Penguins for I don't know how many years. Actually, in the NHL, the Patrick division was named after Craig's grandfather, Lester. He was grandfather, Lester. Mm-hmm. But he used to be the Patrick division. Yeah. And so growing up, we went to school with Ryan and CJ, Craig's boys. And we were around the crew, around the team, like all the time. Just a whole different experience. And you don't realize it when you're in it, right?
No idea.
But now you look back and you're like, wow.
Yeah.
Like, that was cool. That was insane.
One of the greatest sports moments of my life happened with Lemieux and the Penguins and Craig in the playoffs. Yeah. And Lemieux got Hodgkins, and then he was going to retire. And it was a sad day for everybody. They're playing Philadelphia in the playoffs. This is what, 97? Must have been 97.
Somewhere in there.
Somewhere right there, 97, I think. And they're playing Philadelphia, and they win in Pittsburgh to push it to a Game 7 in Philly, which quite possibly was going to be Mario's last game.
Yep.
And I was at the game with Ryan and Lang, old Lang dog. We'll get into more stories about him later. But
Lang was iceberg for a while. At least that's what he was
a midget for a while.
Yeah. He worked for the Penguins.
He did. He worked for the Penguins. He was in the media.
Like,
he would help with the media and all kinds of stuff. Yeah. I think he just got drunk with Biz all the time, and I don't really know what he did for Pittsburgh, but he was there. Yeah. So he worked for Pittsburgh. So anyway, we were down in the Craig's office, and Craig just said, "You guys are coming with us." He's like, "Go get your gear," and like it was like, "Wait, what?" And we got our gear.
Go get your gear.
We got our
Get your gear
on. And we did. We went and got our gear, and me and Ryan and Lang went, and we flew on the plane with the Penguins to Philadelphia. We went to the game. We practiced with like Hall of Famers, Trottier. We skated beforehand. Patrick Lalime was the goaltender at the time, and he was only 18 too. He was like 19 years old. He was one of the youngest guys. Skated with him. Just unbelievable. And then when Lemieux came off the ice, he literally came down and he comes off the ice. And when he did, it was me and Ryan, and he went like this, like on top of our head. And that was like, they lost the game in triple overtime. It was unbelievable. And then he comes off and he bumps us on the head and went into the locker room. And that could
have been the swan song.
That was it. And then he ends up coming back in 2000 and winning the scoring title after battling cancer. But that
remember
time,
the first goal he scored when he came back off face-off?
Yeah, on the left side.
Literally won a draw and went right in the net. It was
smoked
like the place just erupted.
I erupted. I remember it like it was against Toronto Maple Leafs. I remember it like it was yesterday. But I had, for the longest time, I don't know where it's at now, and it's sad, but I had the Stanley Cup unbroken ticket, and Lemieux signed it on the top of it, and it was hanging for the longest time. It's in memorabilia. I know someone has
Gotta find it. We gotta put it up here in the studio.
Unbelievable. Yeah, it was. That was one of the coolest things. Then we had like cheesesteaks on the way back. Yager was there. Nedved, like
putting
these guys were
his calves.
Yeah, insane.
Was Yager 15 at the time?
Yeah,
he was so. His hair was wild.
Biggest mullet.
But there's also a funny story. So we pull the bus up to the hotel in Philly, And Philly's tough, man. They're playing. This is the old Spectrum back in the day, and it's tough. And the crowd's like screaming, and there's people want autographs, and we're getting off the bus with the team. And Kenny Reggett was in front of me, right in front of me. He's a goaltender, and he's like, I go, what are we doing? He goes, just stand in line, kid. No one's gonna know the difference. So they're all signing, and he's like, just sign. So, oh shit. So I'm signing. So there's someone out there's got all this memorabilia from Lemieux's last game, and Ryan Patrick, myself, and Mike Lang are on there somewhere. We signed, right? But here's the best. I signed my name, and I put my number, 18. Yeah. I signed at 18. Well, behind me was Francois Leroux, who happened to be the biggest fighter.
6'8".
Absolute
Number
hammer.
18.
He comes up out of nowhere, and he goes, hey, kid. He grabs him by the back of the head. He goes, quit signing 18. That's my number. And I'm like, oh my God. I was like, okay, sounds good. Is that Mr. Gilmore? Like, you know, that guy.
I'll be waiting for you in the parking lot.
Exactly, dude. He was so big. So I was signing 18, but he was like down there. So every time he got there,
he's like, why is there an 18 again?
He's like, what the? He's like, someone's signing 18. So he just comes up and he goes, hey, kid. He goes, don't put a number. He's like, I'm 18. I'm like, okay, got it.
That's right.
Yeah. But I'm signing it like I was number 18, like I was Francois Leroux. I was like 5'9". Yeah. Francois was like 6'7".
Yeah.
So, it was funny, man. It was fun times.
Yeah, just being around those guys.
But you didn't know what you had back then.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was that was a normal situation, but like looking back on it, I mean, what a cherished moment.
Yeah.
We went down.
Oh, Craig, a lot, for what he did back in the day for us. God, I mean, Craig Patrick is a legend. Still is.
Yeah. When you look at the players he's drafted and his impact in the NHL, I mean, holy shit.
God, dude. Unbelievable.
It's insane. He's obviously there for all the Mario years, and then he drafts Fleury, then he drafts Malkin, then he drafts Sid, then he drafts Stalzy, then it's just like...
Yep. He's unbelievable.
It's an embarrassment of riches, you know. But
is he still in the league?
He's a special advisor. So he's a special advisor for Pittsburgh. Unfortunately, he just suffered a stroke.
Yep, he had some health issues recently.
Had some health issues not that like a couple months ago. Right?
Yeah.
But it was funny because I saw when they retired Yogg's jersey, because that was a really interesting dynamic when Yager got traded and Craig had to move him out of Pittsburgh. He goes to Washington of all places. Like it was a wild dynamic. But they finally brought Yogg's back, and they kiss and make up as an organization. They bring him in. He comes to town. They retire his jersey in the rafters, and Craig was on the down at ice level. And I mean, he was just a bawling.
I was too.
So was I.
I was crying like a baby.
Oh.
I was in Nashville at the
man.
NWTF. We were in a bar, and I was crying like a child, like on a stool watching him.
Flexing the triceps hard. Hard. So, and my kids are like, Dad, are you crying? I'm like, not at all.
I was just a puddle.
Just an idiot. The signing stories, interesting. I had one of those with the guys, Lang and I. Shocker. After one of the games, so Lang says he took stats.
Yeah.
I don't think Lang took stats. No. I'm not really sure what Lang. I'm pretty
He
sure
kept
he was iceberg. I'm pretty sure. So he's like, I take stats and talk to the press. I'm like, no, you don't. You wear that big funny penguin suit and you run around. But after one of the games, we went downtown. We went to a place called the Sanctuary. And you remember the Sanctuary?
Yeah, I do.
We went down to the Sanctuary, and I happened to ride down there with Alexei Morozov. And this dude he was a young kid too. He was early 20s at this point probably. He had the most ridiculous Mercedes-Benz, gull-wing doors, like the whole...
Everything.
It was awesome. So he's like, jump in. So I jump in with him. I'm like, hell yeah. So we ride down there, we get to this place. And some of the guys, like they would go there after games pretty frequently. So we get out, and it's the full, like it's the red carpet, like come on up, skip the line. So the same thing starts happening. People are like, oh, these guys from the Penguins, right? And I'm in the mix. Lang's in the mix. There's like 15 of us.
Yeah.
And you just start signing.
Yeah.
you just grab the marker and
signing.
You know, a little scribby scrib, and off you go. So we go inside, and we go up to the bar, and I said, I'll get the first round of drinks. So I pull my wallet out, and Alexei Kovalev was standing next to me. And he's like, I got it. I'm like, nah. I got it, man. I'm thinking, I got this, right? He pulls a wad of cash out of his pocket that was this big And I was like,
Just 10 bands.
Yeah.
you got this. Like,
Yeah.
you got this.
Back in the cash days.
Yeah. Oh, man, he had a wad of cash in his pocket. I never saw any. I don't think I saw that much money in my life. He pulled this thing out, and I'm like, yeah, you can buy the first round.
Yep. And the second.
Yep. And the rest of them
Yeah.
for the rest
Yeah.
of the night. So
Yeah, put it on Seabass over there.
it was pretty funny. But those guys are always so cool and just, I mean,
Inclusive, right?
yeah, dude.
So-
I mean, it's I don't know. The hockey's a brotherhood, and it's
Yeah.
just like they're welcoming, and it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, man, you're part of the crew.
It's kind of funny. It doesn't really matter at whatever level you played at. If you were in like the kind of a top level, whatever, it didn't matter. But like if you played hockey, there's a bond of it. Like
Yeah,
it's just
wow.
there is a special bond with players, and you could be in the NHL and some guy says, "Yeah, I was a plug, but I played in this league or whatever," and they're like, "You still played. You know what the atmosphere is. You know all the things." And so it's always been that way. I've never met an NHL guy that's just such a pompous ass.
Yeah,
they're
it doesn't
always
matter.
They're always just like, "You want to get drunk?" like most of the time, they're like, "You want to have a good time?" It's like, yeah, sure, let's do it.
First line superstar or grocery stick.
Yeah.
And everybody treats everybody the same.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
At Keefer Brothers, our mission is to pass on what the wild has taught us. Every single step into the wild tells a story, and we've spent years capturing those moments in the rawest way possible. So if you're not afraid to step outside of your comfort zone and you want to go further and live the kind of life that most people only talk about, be sure to visit KeeferBrothers.com. Whether you're there for the stories, the skills, or the connection, everything lives at KeeferBrothers.com and the all-new companion app.
Every shot counts. And when it's time to make it count, you want the best. Winchester Ammunition has built its legacy on a commitment to innovation by continuously pushing what's possible. In the heartland of America, the American legend crafts ammunition that's purpose-built, reliable, accurate, and ready to perform no matter how harsh the conditions. Whether you're hunting or shooting for sport, Winchester will be there.
All right, let's talk about beer for a second. You ever notice there's a big difference between Busch Light drinkers and other beer drinkers? I like to say we live on the wild side. You know, a guy with a Busch Light in his hand, he's a man of the people. He's out there in the wild every day. He's in the trenches smashing bushies with a smile on his face. You know why? Because he doesn't care. He's not looking for a soulmate. He just needs something to wash that damn jerky down. And he's got himself a 12-pack of Freedom in a can. And when that can gets cracked, it's like opening a door to a whole different world. It's just a vibe. And if you haven't felt it, you should. So go grab yourself a case of Bushies, give them a rip, and take a walk on the wild side. Wherever your adventure takes you, count on Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's to make it memorable. From the timberline to the campsites to the lake and the range, get your family outfitted with the right gear. With premium brands like Worldwide Sportsman, Ascend, Instinct, Redhead, and Natural Reflections, they've got the apparel and the gear to make it the best adventure ever. Stop by today for a one-of-a-kind shopping experience in-store or online at BassPro.com and Cabela's.com. See for yourself at Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's stores. Your adventure starts here.
For some of us, the hunt never stops. Grizzly understands that more than most. Rugged, reliable, and built to never back down. Whether you're on the trail, by the water, or deep in the dark timber, Grizzly is by your side. Tough enough to take on the wild and ready for whatever you can throw. Grizzly is committed to products that never let you down. Always on the hunt with Grizzly.
Out here in the wild, precision isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity. Leupold Optics is built on the foundation of American craftsmanship, where every features function first. For over a century now, they've combined dedication and technology with a relentless put-it-to-the-test attitude, creating optics that stand up when everything else stands down. When it matters most, you need the best. That's what you get with Leupold Optics. While other companies out there warranty failure, Leupold guarantees performance for life. You've got things that matter. Memories, heirlooms, documents, firearms. And we all know that life is unpredictable. At Winchester Safes, they make sure life's unpredictable moments don't take those things from you. They use state-of-the-art methods that refuse to sacrifice quality. They put everything they have into their products, offering proven protection and peace of mind. There's only one safe company worthy of the title, the American Legend, and that's Winchester Safes. Follow at Winchester Safes or learn more on winchestersafes.com. When you're miles from help, second chances don't exist. That's why we shoot Rage broadheads. Massive cutting diameter, field point accuracy, and devastating results when it matters most. Hunt with Rage.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah. So anyway, we got off on a tangent because you said 66, and there's how we got to that. So that was a good 15-minute tangent. So on that. But it was fun stories, never man. Know. It was fun stories. Yeah. So speaking of sports, there's a couple things I want to go through. Have you guys seen The Cheater? Okay. Yep. This could be the number one worst thing to do, and I want to get your opinion on this.
I know.
A man cheated in golf. Did you see the hole-in-one?
Yep.
Have you seen this?
Yep.
Louis, I don't know if you have access to this, dude, if you could pull it up. But here's the deal.
Get me and listener up to speed.
Listener, for Super Dave out there, here's what happens. A man is playing in his member. Okay. He goes out early, and he puts a ball in the hole.
Oh.
And then he goes and he says, hey, I have to leave early. This is his name, Zach Holland. It's douche canoe. Right here. He says, I have to go. He goes, I'm just going to go ahead. I'll hit, and then you guys come up. And he swings makes a divot, and then no ball.
Yep.
And then they're like, where's your ball? He's like, oh my God, it's in the hole. It's in the hole. And they go up there, and he plays it off, gets this hole-in-one, right? Wins the member, except security cameras caught the whole thing.
Oh,
so what a douche!
But he said, didn't he say that he had to take a call because his grandma was in the hospital?
Yeah, his grandma was in the hospital.
So my grandma's in the hospital, guys. I gotta run up. I gotta take a call. I'm just gonna hit. You guys hit after.
Having completed his first 3 holes as a group as normal, Holland informed his playing partners that he'd have to break off his round to take a phone call because his frail grandmother had just suffered a fall.
Not only did you cheat, you brought Gam Gam into the mix.
Gam is
what are you doing?
Sick. He explained he'd have to rush ahead to the 4th tee. He'll hit his shot, and then he'll meet them on the green after the interruption.
Yeah.
Went up there, fake swings, ball's already in the hole, claims a hole-in-one, and then goes from there.
So he planted the hole-in-one earlier.
Yeah, he put the ball in early before the round.
He hits a green ball.
He does hit a green ball.
Yep.
And this is where everyone's like, oh my God, are you kidding me? They're all fired up and excited until someone goes, yeah, security guy goes, well, hold on a second. He did this. He didn't even hit the ball.
Oh, you're a whole nother.
Look at this guy.
What a turd.
So he's revoked. Membership is revoked.
Good.
He got rid of it, but I mean, come on,
so
guy.
I kind of correlate. It's kind of the same thing as those walleye fishermen that were shoving weight.
Yeah, that's what
in
I was
those
going to
walleyes.
ask.
It's kind of the same
you're
thing.
You're cheating at this level, though.
You're playing on golf is a gentleman's game, right?
Yeah.
Quote unquote. It's getting a little farther and farther away from that now, which I actually kind of like. But to actually do that and to cheat other competitors out of a chance, it's just you can't be more of a douchebag than that.
Scum.
But what's going on? And you're like, dude, I want Zach to get some help.
Look at Zach. Zach's about 295.
Yeah, he's got some issues, some self-esteem issues.
Yeah, and I don't know if the guy's ever won anything in his life. Who knows? But he's holding right there. It looks like the trophy for the member tournament.
It is.
But that can't feel good.
It can't. It can't.
Like, that is not earned. You know what I mean? That can't feel good. That's just.
So hole-in-ones are
brutal, man.
Anyone can get one. Right, you can be a 2 handicap, you can be a 52 handicap. That doesn't mean anything. Hole-in-ones are awesome, but that guy did it in a tournament. That they won the whatever trophy that was. That's the equivalent of faking, and this happens all the time too. Faking a giant buck that you've killed, and whether you poached it, however that works, you claim that as your legal buck.
Yeah.
Like that's
Brutal.
gotta be like a lifetime mind ninja. Like he can't, you know what I mean? Like
So-
that's gotta be in the back of his brain somewhere. Like,
Yeah.
but it wasn't real. you
Yeah.
know.
So he
that's
gets
so
caught, and
bad,
here's
man.
the thing that sucks, right? So it's not even about the golf now. Everybody stares at his kids, and everybody stares at his family and says, "Your he's a cheater. He's branded a cheater
Yeah.
the rest of his life.
And
He
you're
cheated on
not-
such a
So
scale."
where else in life have you cheated?
That's what I mean.
You're not talking like a foot wedge. You
No,
know what I mean? Like
you're
a little
talking an elaborate
Yeah.
plan to get a hole in one. And what felt good to this plug is basically this Muppet. He basically
Muppet.
felt good in the time when everybody was saying to him, "Congratulations." That was like a high for him. You know what I mean? Like right after it happens, he's like, "Oh, this is great." Not understanding the consequences that are coming, and then it hits him. And they found out like literally within, I guess, a day or hours or whatever. And then he was like, yeah, cameras don't lie.
Yeah.
They shows him walking right up and dropping the hole in and never even,
Well, it's
they're
so
like,
funny.
he didn't
'Cause
swing.
The course was probably like, "Oh, we've got those cameras. Let's get this
Yeah,
guy's
let's get this
hole in
guy's
one
hole in
footage."
one.
You know what I mean?
And they're
Let's
like,
get
"Wait
the
a
hole in
minute,
one."
wait a minute.
And then they went back and they're like, "Huh?" you know what?
What's he doing? Is he putting it in there?
That's so weird.
They're like, how do you get a hole in one? He didn't even swing.
That's so bad. He's got something else going on. He got some issues.
Well, he's a douche of the week.
Making
right
up for something in some way, shape,
The
or
douche of
form,
the
you
week.
know?
Let's start that. Douche of the
The
week.
douche canoe of the week
Man,
right there.
a
That's
bad
him.
setup.
Zach.
I did not see this. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought that was like that. When I read that, I was like, you've got to be
Yeah, I
kidding
heard
me.
that. Yeah.
You get a hole in one scandal. All right, so now on the flip side of that, fantasy football's coming up, right?
Yeah.
And this has to do with golf too. And I went,
I've got another golf thing after this. So
all right, good. Well,
golf.
so fantasy football's coming up, right? And there's, you've seen these things with punishments for like
yeah.
the last person.
Yeah.
That you finish last and there's a punishment, right? There's been some pretty good ones.
Well, sometimes they do like races and shit. They run 40s to get draft order.
Yes.
In the fantasy league. And you got
Yes.
these fat asses like old douche canoe here.
Yeah.
That are running a 40 and blowing quads and hammies. And
Yes.
So,
So this guy, I read this report where this league, if you're in last place, they made him, I think it's fantastic. They made him golf 18 holes
I saw
without
this.
a ball.
With no ball.
So he had
ball.
but he had
He
to
had
go
to swing.
through the entire swinging process and do everything.
ball.
And they told him like he was on the green or if he was off the green.
so they said, no,
Oh,
you're
you
in the
missed
rough.
the green,
Yeah,
you're in
you're
the
in the
rough,
sand.
or you're in the sand, and then he'd be like,
And they're drinking, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, and he had to
a
do
That is so good.
Take a
the
drop from there.
entire round of golf without a golf
That
ball.
is incredible.
It's not unlike when we made that guy carry the wooden gun in turkey season.
Yes,
It's the
very
same thing.
similar.
It's the wooden gun.
It's the wooden gun award.
You
Yes.
messed up. Bad. Wooden gun.
18 holes with no golf ball is brilliant. That is a great punishment. And he had to do the whole thing like he got out of the cart, he was ranging, he was swinging.
That is
You have to.
awesome.
It's
You have
just
to.
like he's golfing, but he had no ball
Yeah.
the entire time.
I think we need to bring that back.
That could be one of
We
the
need to bring
best.
that to Midland somewhere.
Yes.
It's good.
In some
I
sort
think
of
we have to have
competition.
a Wilder Minds fantasy football league, and the
Yes.
losers got to golf 18 holes with no ball.
I love it.
I think that's a great one.
Or what if you just did? You have to golf 18 holes with only a ball, no clubs.
No clubs.
All you can do is throw it.
Yeah.
You just
You got to throw the whole time.
No, you gotta fish. Do a whole day of fishing with no lure, just line,
a bear hook.
just line and a weight, and you gotta.
Just a split-
oh,
just
you
a-
got one right
Just
there.
a split shot.
I saw
could
where
you imagine?
Luke Combs, he's known for this. He's in a fantasy league.
Yeah.
And he makes the loser go on stage and sing.
Oh.
And he stands back and so he waits till he's stadium
Yeah.
and then he puts a guy up there and says, you have to sing this in front of everybody, and that's the punishment. And Luke Combs has done that a couple times, which I think is fantastic too.
Yeah.
But as far as a general league, I've seen some funny ones, but I can just see this guy and he's golfing 18 holes with no ball. I would die. Especially because they told him where he hit.
Yeah. I know.
You know, the guy, he swings and they're like, oh my, it bounced. It's like, God, it's back here in the fairway. And they have to go back and they're like,
That's
they just
awesome.
played like there was a ball.
Yeah.
Oh, so great.
I heard about that because I walked through the kitchen the other day and Ryder was belly laughing in the sunroom.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
he had his phone, and he had the full.
Yeah.
He was just dying. I'm like, what are you?
Is there
laughing
footage of
at?
this?
And
The
he's
guy,
like,
I think, of
he said,
golfing.
yeah, he's like, this guy had to golf 18 holes, no ball. He went through the whole story.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a good
it's
one,
funny.
man. That's a real good one.
So I thought that was funny. So back to the golf thing.
Yeah. So one last golf thing. You guys know Brian Harman, golfer.
Yeah.
I think he's from Georgia. He's a big hunter.
Yeah.
He's short, lefty.
He's golfed with Realtree before.
Yep.
I think,
Yep. He's
hunted with Realtree.
Hunted. Yep. He loves turkey season. When he won the Masters a couple years ago, he said the first thing he's gonna go buy a tractor and do his food plots. He didn't say he was gonna buy one. He said the first thing I'm gonna do is I gotta get my food plots in. Yeah. So he's one of those guys. So he's got some requirements. He's got a daughter, and these are his requirements to dating his daughter. When the day comes, his daughter brings a boyfriend home. He says if he can't spiral a football back to me, we know we got problems. So that's a start.
I like that.
And then his unofficial survival list includes double hull fly rod,
Yep.
be capable with a rifle at a certain distance,
Yep.
shoot a compound bow at 40 yards,
Yep.
change a tire, change your oil, jump a battery, unclog a sink, crank a chainsaw, and make a cocktail. Those are his.
Bitch, I'm gonna follow his rules right there.
Yep, those are his
daughter.
rules. And he says the benchmark. He says I would think if I could do about 90% of those things on the list, he said they could pass.
They qualify.
They got to do 90% of them.
Yeah. You qualify.
Yeah. So I thought that was great. I saw that. I'm like, I always liked Brian Harman.
Yeah.
He takes a long time over the ball.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Well, he's a thinker, he is, but he's awesome. And just going through those lists
Yeah.
you still have the opportunity.
Yeah, I might have to publish a list right now.
Put it up on the
Kylie
wall.
is not dating anybody.
The
She's
Keefe
single,
commandments.
and she will kill me for saying that, but she is single. So if you're out there and you can do add 95% of those, then I'll be all right with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you better come with the thunder if you're stepping through that house.
So I love the list. It's fantastic. But he really narrowed her prospects nowadays. I found myself it was getting smaller and smaller as it went because there's not a lot of young guys that are
Them young ones.
Change a tire.
capable, and not a lot of guys are
Unclog a drain.
not a lot of capables out there.
You got to throw in something like a millennial or like a Gen Z, or you got to also own one crypto coin or something. You got to have you got to have something new in there.
Be able to mine.
You have to be able to do something fun.
I love how make a cocktail was in there too.
Yeah, make a
Gotta
cocktail.
be able to make a good cocktail.
Yep.
Yeah, you got to though. You got to think about it. It's like, hey, can you give me a cocktail? And he's like, I don't know how to make it. I mean, that's a sad state of affairs.
You kids
You're not educated.
No, these kids these days just drink a frickin' seltzer. Or,
Yeah, most of them are White Claws. They're not even real ones.
I can't imagine even doing that without a Busch Light. I mean, he should have said you got to be able. If you're drinking Busch Light,
shotgun a Busch Light.
That overcomes
under 10
all
seconds.
of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there we go.
Blowing up here.
Speaking of shotgun and Busch Lights and beer bongs, I had a interesting weekend. I went down to the old raft off in Muscatine in Detroit, which
Set it up. What is this
Pull
thing?
up the old raft off if you can. In Detroit, St. Clair raft off 26. See if we can get some St. Clair 2026. See if we can get some images of this. I'll show you where all the urine is.
Oh,
Look
man.
at this thing. So
Look
for
at
those of
the
you who don't know,
humans.
raft off, it's right there on the left, far left. There it is. That's where I was at. Raft off
Oh, no.
2026. It's thousands of boats. I don't know how many boats there are.
I think it's the largest in the world.
It's the largest in the world, and this is not up my alley, but see that one right there, that red in the middle? That one right there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that. Click on that.
Those are all humans in the middle.
That's all humans, and that's that cesspool I was telling you guys about.
the equivalent of a mosh pit.
That's where I got.
Oh, is that the suds?
Yeah, that's right there. is
Suds
where I'm-
gun?
Promise you, UTIs were given right there. There's the tiki. See the tiki thing?
Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
that's okay right there.
That's early
Look at
on.
the humans.
That's not even in the heart of it. So everybody has rafts. We get there on a boat, and then basically old people were outside of this alleyway, and this alleyway goes for 3 miles around the edge, and then there's these big DJ things set up. It was on. We portaled into a different world. It felt like Carson Daly was going to be Carmen Electra in '95, like Panama City. It was insane. Not the crowd I was looking to get into, but man, there was a lot of TNA going on out there. Yeah. There it is. That's actually
that's
exactly
a clear picture there.
That might be me right there on the left. That's crazy. Yeah, that is actually it right there. The tiki was in the middle.
Yep.
Yeah, and we had to pop through right there on that left side. We were like, oh yeah, we were over there on the left.
Yeah, those boats are tight
jammed.
together.
They form an alleyway all the way around this Muscatmoot Bay, and it's wadeable, all of that. And then basically everybody just goes up and down this canal, and it's just partying left and right. And I went with Lang, since we've talked about him several times. Mike Lang, childhood friend since second grade. Went with him. And yeah, he got excited.
See, here's the problem. Like this would not be my thing.
No.
But when Lang gets into it, for
was
some reason, I find myself getting in.
That's the problem.
Because I get into Lang getting into whatever it is.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Like that's the domino effect.
That is the absolute
Lang,
problem.
he gets this where he gets this look, and you're like, uh-oh.
See if there's any video, Louis. Click the
you're
video
like,
button.
uh-oh.
Yeah, it is one of the craziest things. I swear I felt like I was back, but I popped through these boats and I put Katie and the girls were in this real raft and I'm pushing them, and then it just like I walked into a foam party.
Oh yeah.
There's not a lot of bathing suits on in a lot of places. I was like, I felt awkward, and I was like, we got to get there. That was.
It looks like an MTV spring
I'm telling
break.
you, that's what it
setup.
felt like, man. It felt like it was MTV spring break.
Louis, why weren't you there?
Yeah, Louis.
He's booking his trip.
So
for
I'm like,
next year.
I'm like back here now, like right at the end there. But that tiki, the only way you can get on that tiki hut, that's actually from this year.
Yeah, this is from
The
this
only
year.
way you can get on that tiki hut is to dump them, for as they say. So that was interesting.
All I kept thinking is how much. Reading the comments here.
Oh yeah, the comments are great.
Yeah.
The worst 4 words that you can ever hear come out of Lang's mouth are, "Don't worry about it."
Yeah.
What are we getting into? I go, "Don't worry about it." You're like, "Oh, this is going to be terrible."
So he says to me, he goes, "Hey," I go, "What can I bring?" He texts me back. He says, "Bring a beer bong." I said, "Lang, I'm 47 years old. I don't have a fucking beer bong at my house." He says, "Go to Tractor Supply. They have all the stuff." Like I'm supposed to go get a funnel and I'm like, "Lang, no, I'm not. They're gonna have one."
So you got one. So
I
you went
got
to Tractor
one.
Supply.
So I went to Tractor Supply and I built a beer bong and then brought it. And we used it several times, and it was wild. And I shouldn't have, but there was a lot of Busch Lights. I had a mixture of Bapples and regular Busch Lights for bonging purposes only.
Yeah.
And it was in a cooler, and they were all gone. I think I brought a 12-pack. I was all gone, just in beer bongs and music. And so it was like a flashback, but I got to tell you guys, I was done. Like it was over. When it was over, I was done, and it was like 8:30, and I was like, I'm going to bed, and I'm done. I'm 100% done. Lang, on the other hand, just caught the wind and the sails, and my man was on a mission, and it was hysterical. So, yeah, it was Kristen's 50th birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Happy birthday, Kristen. And, yeah, it was a blast. So, anyway, I'm pretty sure the diseases in that water, that I feel bad for any plant life around there. Also, if you went there, chances are you need to take antibiotics just by walking in that water. But it was quite something. So, yeah, that was my Saturday, was the raft off. And I was telling you guys earlier, when you come into Muscatmoot, it's like all the things, like How to Train a Dragon. There was 100 boats at the same time coming into this one little canal.
Yeah.
I thought there was going to be 1,000 wrecks, and I'm just, and I'm not driving the boat. And you guys are like this. Usually if we're somewhere together, Casey drives, you're in the front seat, I'll go in the back seat most of the time. But if you guys are with somebody, you're usually the driver.
Yeah.
I'm usually a driver. I'm
always the driver.
I drive. No matter what, I drive. I don't care if I have to stay sober, I'm driving. I don't like when someone else is in control.
Yep.
So I'm on someone else random's boat. And I'm like, I don't like this, because I'm seeing boats ripping and cutting across, and I'm like, this guy doesn't see him. Here we go. And I'm just more stressed out sitting up front. I didn't even crack a beer till we got there, because I'm like, no, I need to make sure we get there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I was in more panic mode than I was actually party mode. But once we got into that canal, I was like, get me out of here.
There's a stab. There's a stabbing victim. Wasn't there?
The guy took a knife to the lung cavity, the 3 stabs, and they got this guy on a jet boat, and they're holding him by a life vest, just dragging him. He's bleeding everywhere. I'm like, what is
right
happening?
there.
Yeah, there it is right there. That's the guy right there, got charged with stabbing.
Lake St. Clair raft off turns chaotic. Shelby Township man charged in alleged stabbing.
Yeah, that
And
happened.
you saw the victim.
That happened literally right in front of me, like 2 boats to the right. The guy stabbed him in the chest.
Let's see what's the update
Man
on the
stabbed,
victim.
suspect was already.
Well, the guy that did the
100,000
stabbing
bond.
definitely didn't have sunscreen on. Look at that.
No, look at that.
I mean, lobster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's bleeding, and what a day. Stabbing at the raft off.
It was later in the day, wasn't it?
It was
Towards
later
the
in the
end?
day, and it's so hard because the police can't get in there.
Yeah.
The boats are so jammed together, so they have jet skis and they kind of weave in and out. And then when I saw the big boat coming in, like the raft boat with a center console, and they're pushing boats out of the way, and I was like, what's going on? And then you see him pull this man out of the water, and he's stabbed.
Jeez.
So
It says the suspect was arraigned Monday. He said the same day he was due for court for a separate felony case in Oakland County.
Yeah,
So he's a habitual.
So instead of
So
going
I'll
to
just
court,
get
he
it both
went.
out of the way in the same day.
Instead of going to court, he went to the raft off. So that'll give you an idea who we're dealing with here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He had a 4-inch switchblade.
they said he had a switchblade. Called him a bunch of racist
They still make
stuff.
switchblades. Switchblades seem such an 80s
does.
knife, like the old switchblade.
Big Trouble
Stand
Little
by me.
Big Trouble
Yeah.
Little China.
Yeah.
Like
What a good movie.
Anyway,
So
guys,
good.
it was a wild weekend, and I was good. I ended up being totally fine, which obviously is rare, because I saw where the big man was headed, and he just texted me yesterday and said that he's finally back on 2 feet.
Oh.
And it's been like 3 days.
Yikes.
So
No
I was
good.
proud of him, though. I was proud of his showing. It was not
Well, I
subpar.
get it. It's Kristen's 50th.
Yep.
Kristen's birthday, but Lang's time.
Lang's
to celebrate.
time to shine. Kristen's birthday, but it was not a subpar performance. It was very, very good. So
Yikes.
proud of you, buddy. Nice job.
Yikes.
What else we got?
Oh man.
Talk about conservation for a second. Got a couple things in the news there.
Yeah.
Michigan. Do you see where they're going to try to open up the Boys Blank Island? Is that how you say it?
Oh.
Boys Blank.
I
It's up
didn't
in Newberry. So
I didn't see anything about that.
So it got shut down, and it's been closed for deer hunting or bear hunting since like 1984, I think. And now they're going to open it up as
Really?
part of the Newberry.
Huh.
So it's like a 10,000 acre island.
That'd be a cool hunt.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet, but it's been shut down. Now they said they're going to open it up. 1985, according to the DNR, and basically it's been closed for all bears, and now they're like, we have to do something.
So 10,000 acres. What's that? 8 by 8. 10.
700 by 680 by
640 is
680
1
is
by
a
1.
square
Yeah.
mile.
640.
640 by 640, sorry.
Yeah.
I got to look into this one. Gunnar was telling me this story the other day, and I haven't had a chance to look it up. But apparently, there's an island. He said he thought it was like off of the coast of New Zealand, where they implanted moose like years ago. He said like 30, 40 years ago. And they haven't seen these moose in 40 years. And they put a bunch of people on the island, and they came back and had all these moose encounters while they were out there.
Really?
Yeah, he told me this yesterday, so I gotta dive into it. But yeah, I guess they're like, you saw moose, and they're like, yeah, we saw a bunch of moose, and they're like, we have not seen the moose in like 40 years.
Huh.
So he said he thought it was off an island off the coast.
South
of New
Island, New Zealand. Huh.
I'll have to do some digging.
History of moose there. That would be interesting. Well, Michigan's
I'll
going
say
through.
10 moose from Saskatchewan were released.
Oh.
I got to do a little bit more digging.
Yeah.
Sightings grew
1952.
rare. Live sighting, the last live sighting was in 1952, and then now they got a new one. Interesting.
And he told me yesterday he saw a thing where people
We're seeing it.
are seeing, and they were Canadians, and so there's no mistaking it was
Yeah, the
moose.
fjord. They're called the Fjordland moose.
Yeah.
The Phantom Moose of Fjordland.
Yeah.
That's
So maybe for dropped. I mean, we've done New Zealand once. But if
Yeah,
we got
now
an
we go
island
ahead and
with
get a moose. That'd be sweet. Actually,
less
let's just
grizzlies
go
on
try
it.
and find them.
Yeah, way less grizzlies over there.
Yeah, I like that.
So
Well, Michigan's got this new one going there, and then baiting and banning. Have you seen the new baiting stuff that's passed?
Yeah.
So, you can bait, but you can't bait.
Yeah, whatever.
So where's the science?
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to ask you guys. So right now you can feed within 300 feet of your house. You can feed up to 2 gallons just because of starvation. But what in the God's name is the difference between that and feeding deer, and why hasn't that passed in the Senate yet? So like, where's the science now?
Well,
in this?
semantics.
So what's happening here with
Semantics,
Michigan?
exactly right. Their initial argument crumbles, right?
Yeah.
Their initial argument was saliva, nose to nose, transmission of diseases and sicknesses, and blah blah blah. But now that's okay if you only do it within this certain little radius of your house.
It doesn't happen if it's closer to your house.
Yeah.
It doesn't, that's what I mean. Like their entire original art, it just shows you it was all bullshit.
Yeah.
And it was all done from lobby money, and that's how they got it through.
I just think it's ridiculous. I read it. HB 445, I think, is what it is. HB 4445 is the one on the is the bait one for deer. Unanimously passes the House. It's been sitting in the Senate forever, and they're dragging their feet on that. And even if it passes, it's got to go to Whitmer at this point. So maybe after November, we can get John James, who's going to be the new governor of Michigan. That's what we're hoping for. But it's just crazy to me that they can just go ahead and say, you know what? Actually, if you just do it 300 feet, that's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine. If the deer come in and they get nose-to-nose contact within 300 feet of your house, totally fine.
Couple gallons,
totally
good.
Yeah, I mean, because if you put 3 gallons,
they'll probably touch nose.
Yeah. If they
2 though,
I mean,
let's put them tighter.
Yeah.
Let's put their noses tighter with 2 gallons.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you could make that argument if you wanted to. It's a bullshit argument, but you could be like, the more the merrier, because they'll stay wider.
Yeah.
Like, social distancing in deer. What are we
4
doing?
gallons at 400 yards. We have dangerous CWD, but 3 gallons, then you're all right. I mean, what is going on with the thinking and the rationale?
There's no thinking. That's the problem.
Yeah, there isn't.
There isn't.
No.
It's just like, let me reach up and grab this, and I guess that's what we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, we'll just go ahead and do that.
Crazy.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's just crazy. I just think some of the shit that's happening right now out there is wild. So anyway, I just thought I'd bring that up. I haven't seen any of this new stuff. I was doing some digging and came up with that and was like, want to get your guys' opinion on the science besides the science.
Have you guys found yourself walking around in your Instinct Ridge Hunter Merino underwear?
All day?
I was just going to talk about the shipments that we're getting for gear.
This morning.
I sat on my front porch.
Yeah.
Literally, I threw it on. I'm like, it's a good layer. It's a good camp layer.
Yep.
Let's go test it outside. Went out and sat on my front porch. Lisa literally was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Just leave me be.
The merino stuff is it's so good.
It's
in this next week, we'll have like 7 or 8 days in a row. It'll be like 50s in the morning.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yep. I'm gonna start showing up with it. I have the hoodie in there. I wear it on the daily.
Yeah, we're T minus what?
It's
20 days.
Yeah, we're getting there. Yeah,
we'll be in a bar.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They got the underwear, then the actual lightweight base layer, then the mid layer, then the heavy layer. Mm-hmm. I mean, they did it right.
They did the heavyweight layer. Is the best heavyweight layer I've ever put on of any of merino or anything.
Oh yeah,
I mean
the pocket,
Yeah,
I mean you hug yourself in there.
The pants have a full zip, but then also Velcro to tighten at the top, and they're the perfect layer for underweighters, and then especially when it starts to get cold. But even hiking, the way the merino is, they fixed the thumb hole.
Yep.
It's amazing. Big thumb hole, padded now, so that it doesn't cut off your circulation.
It used to be like an elastic.
We
band.
talked about this last episode where they listened to the feedback and to see it. And we happened to be down there not too long ago and got a chance to really dive into it with them. And man, I was so impressed. So to get it in, I did the same thing. I was in my barn and I'm starting to put my stuff together, and I shed. I'm not kidding you. So much. Because of how good the merino is now, my layering system, I have long underwear, 2 pairs of pants, and 3 jackets, which is the puffy, the mid layer, and the vest.
Yep.
And I looked and I'm like, that's all I need now. Where I don't have to take any additional stuff, any additional sweaters. They've got, I mean, it's it's perfect.
And no matter which combo you go with, you're not going to be overdressed or underprotected.
Exactly.
It's phenomenal.
And it doesn't stink. I mean,
that was a big thing.
That's the greatest part about it. We're going to be wearing it for over 3 weeks straight, and merino doesn't smell.
Yeah.
And that's the best part about it.
No, it's
excellent. Warmth to weight when it's wet. I mean, it's so
breathes.
good. Yeah. And it's I can't explain it. I put it on. I just want to wear it all day.
Yeah.
It's
incredible. I'm with you.
And with them too, it's what I love about them is they're like, we're not done yet. We're getting it there, but we're continuing to innovate and do new things, and it's just going to get better.
Yeah.
Which is great to hear, because they're not just resting on perfection, which I think it's perfect right now.
So good.
Well, this is always a fun time of year because gear starts showing up, the latest and greatest. I get real nervous because a lot of this product that we take on Dropped is not on shelves
out yet,
or it's just getting ready to hit shelves. And so we're still waiting on stuff that hasn't even hit the public yet, and I get real nervous because we're out in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But for the most part, the stuff that is showing up is, I mean, all the Eberly stock gear that we've got in there right now, the mainframe 2s for packing meat and doing all that stuff. I mean, there's some
bags.
companies. Yeah.
Their game bags are sweet.
Yep, game bags are awesome. They redid the game bag design with RMEF now. We've got a bunch of those in there. It's just everything that we're getting our hands on. I'm genuinely excited about, which is cool because I can't say that for a lot of years.
Well, no, and it is. It's cutting our load down big time because the gear is. You don't need 4 of something because you have 1 of the good one. Like I mean, just the way they're built. And I think I've built the mod frame Eberly stock in 6 different scenarios right now between the 3500, my hunt pack, what I'm taking in, how I'm going to do that, and like I literally have a zipped and unzipped and mod frame that mod frame. 15 different ways since Sunday with the bat wing over here. And then I'm trying to figure it all out right now. Exactly. And it's all so amazing and lightweight. Modular. Like it's just endless what you can do with it. And that Eberly stock stuff is I'm just so impressed.
Yeah.
It's
so
premium.
My plan is to rock the mod frame. I'm probably going to put my 7,000 on the mod frame, and that'll have all my camp gear. And then the Brooks 3500, I'm going to put on the mainframe too.
Yeah.
Because if I do that, then if we're in the field and we smack one, I could get an initial loadout with the mainframe too pretty easily.
Yeah.
And then come back with like an empty mod frame or something. So still kind of working through that, but the bottom line is it's the secret's in the system.
Yeah.
Every bag is interchangeable across the frames, and so it's like, today I might be like, all right, I'm gonna drop the 3500 and just run the bat wings because we're going way up high. You never know, but you're prepared for all of it. That's the best part about it. So yeah, super impressed with that stuff. The other one I'm jacked for, and I know you guys are too, is Alaska Gear Company, who bought Alaska Tartan Tarp.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, so,
let's go.
We got cots this year, boys.
People.
So let's talk.
The
a little bit
older
about
we
cots.
get, the more comfortable we go.
Cots,
So
boys.
the tent is a big deal.
Yes.
Pull up
Wherever we
Alaska
go,
Gear Company or check those.
tents are important. The way you have it set up, because we all have to stay in one.
Yep.
So we stay in a 12 by 12. We all have our little stretch of corner. But the gear you keep inside of it gets all over the place. Yeah. With the cots, what I love is doing all the DIT and all the footage and transferring it. I can now put all of our camera cases under the cot. So it just gives you more room. So I'm not laying that stuff on top. And we don't need a sleeping pad now. We can bag right on the cot, which is huge. That cuts down those 4 things, and blowing it up and deflating it and rolling it up. It's just it's gonna help a lot, I think. And we don't have to sleep on the dirt because it is what it is. You're sleeping out there, and
Yeah, but look how much this packs down. Look at that.
The whole thing packs down. This is the Alaska Gear Company. If you're looking for this, and first of all, the AO, we've had the Arctic oven for a long time, and it's badass.
It's the greatest tent in the history.
So there it is.
Of the
Go to the specs on this thing if you can, on the total
specs aren't on the page.
They're not on
click on features. It might be.
Might be down there.
No, it's
lightweight.
not
It doesn't say exactly, but it's super, super lightweight. This cot breaks down so. It's not going to be. It's nothing to add it, and it's going to change everything. It's aluminum frame. Can hold up to 250 pounds.
70-75 aluminum.
Yeah, there it is.
It's about the size of 2 loaves of bread. If you put them next,
it's a very descriptive.
Well, for the people at home that are trying to imagine the
Super
size.
Dave right now is going, well, how big is it? He just went, I got you.
2 loaves of bread.
2 loaves of bread.
2 loaves of bread, and that's what it's at.
There it is.
Yeah, this is what I'm crazy excited about these.
I'm excited about this. I'm more excited as the wood boss for a new stove.
Oh yeah,
we do. Stove.
Yeah, we get new stove. We got a new stove, which will be nice.
This stove has
got
gone.
The wood grade in them. See, so that's
the stove has gone 15 years with that stove.
Yep.
And we're finally going to get.
We need to mount it. We need to keep it here. We need to bring it into the studio.
Did you get the one with water on the side?
I didn't.
Okay, good.
I did not.
I was wondering about that because they have where the water heats up,
Yeah, a little water pan.
Yeah.
The
titanium folding stove.
Another thing I'm stoked
like 8
about dark energy.
Yeah.
The dark energy gear is going to be huge for just our powering the whole production. The options that you have with those, the solar, it obviously going out there is key. You got to have good solar, you got to have a good battery. But it gives you a lot of options. We got personal power that we can have in the pack, and then we got packable power. We're just trying to configure. I mean, we got to charge batteries, and we're trying to get all the right configuration, but I think we finally nailed it.
Yeah, we basically broke it down. You got the personal power stack and then production power stack. Right?
Yep.
And they make this Poseidon XL, which if nobody's ever seen it, it's a power bank really.
Yeah.
But it's a Poseidon XL, and lightweight. It's like 2.5 pounds. The mat that comes with it, if you buy the bundles, like 6 pounds. So a full rig for that, 8 pounds, like that's nothing.
Yep.
When you compare to what we've had to do over the years, and that's what I love is like everything is getting smaller, it's getting lighter, it's getting more capacity, more power storage capacity, which makes our life out there so much easier.
So one of those we figure can charge 5 Sony A1 batteries, FX3 batteries.
Yep. It's a 27,000 milliamps.
Yep.
So it's like 97 watt hours. And then, as far as ports go, I mean, it's got
USB-C,
Cs,
old school USB.
in and out. It's got one that's 100 watt out,
Yep.
which is, that's ripping pretty good.
Yep.
So yeah, these are going to be really good. And then you can daisy chain, the 56 watt Spectre is the panel, and you can daisy chain 3 panels together
To push
if you got, shit sun, but even if you've got great sun, going just to charging time, you know what I mean? Because we don't know how long we're actually going to get good sun if we get it out there.
A lot of times it's not long.
Yeah, so to be able to daisy chain and do all that stuff, like we should be really, really set. We're going to go in fully loaded, and hopefully the other thing about these Poseidons is they will run the Starlink.
That's amazing.
Yep, that power bank
2 to 3
right
hours, one of those Poseidons.
Yep. Continuous run times about 2 to 3 hours.
And we honestly, we do like a half hour.
Little shots
We
just
do
to
like
communicate.
20 minutes, half hour, communicate everybody, and then we go, all right, everybody talk to their families, good, and we shut it down, and then you go from there. So, I don't think we ran it more than an hour.
I think one night we watched a football game in the tent. After we shut her down, we're like, what game's on?
Yeah.
And I factored all our consumption at a rate of about 85% of the capacity, because you're going to get some loss in there.
Yeah.
So their gear's tough, rugged, beat to hell, waterproof, in the raft, out of the raft, doesn't matter. So we're getting slimmer and slimmer, and we're going to have to, boys, because this year I'm telling you, we're going to stack them.
Yeah, we are going
We're going to stack them. Multiple moose, multiple caribou.
It's coming.
Maybe I'll finally get my wolf. We'll see. We'll see how
It's
that
going to
goes.
happen. I'm telling you, I just have a feeling about it for this year. It's going to be wild. Another one, exciting stuff. We listened to you guys. We went on and started looking around, and we started this relationship back in May, but we were looking at the forums for knife cut.
Yes.
Alaska Blade Works.
Yep.
So we went on and started doing our research and figuring out what is being used in the backcountry. And right now there's a company, Alaska Blade Works. Fantastic.
They get it.
They nailed it.
They get it.
They nailed it. They have the perfect amount of knives for exactly what you're looking to do. They're built by guys that know what they're doing. They do. They live it. They're on the hunt. These guys are doing it. They're living in the backcountry. They're building it. They got their thin horn, the Wrangell, the Chugach, the Kodiak Skinner, the Unimac, and I think the Brooks Range. And right now, that little thin horn is awesome.
Yeah, sweet.
It is awesome. They're coming out. They got one coming out in a with an orange handle on it, and it is so cool. But this one's wrapped in paracord. So if you're looking for an unbelievable knife for the backcountry, look at Alaska Blade Works.
Yep.
So we're going to be using those. The hatchet, I beat it to death this summertime, and so fresh tools on the way in this year. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to use them.
Yeah, just great guys all around.
Yep.
They got a couple films they put out on YouTube. They just did a spring bear hunt. That was wild,
sweet.
man. So I don't know if you guys ended up seeing it, but they're hunting bears. They're on the peninsula, and they saw a pile of bears. If you guys go look it up, it's Alaska Blade Works YouTube channel. They got this bear film that they just filmed. These guys fly.
Collab it over to our channel.
Yeah,
we
we'll
should.
put it over on our channel under stuff we think cool shit. We'll put that on the playlist. But anyway, they fly, right? And they got a badass. They got the Super Cub dialed up, like it's sweet. And they go into the peninsula. They're watching this bear. They're filming this bear from a distance, and they're like, "All right, this is a big
This is
boy."
this spring.
Yeah, they're going for it. As they start to move, they're like, "What was that?" And they hear this noise, and then they're filming it, and there's literally a guy shot the bear that they were going after. Like a random guy was in a different valley, came over the top, and they just unleashed on this bear. So they filmed the bear, but he died, but it wasn't by them. And like of all the places, of all the things, it's just this crazy.
Well, you feel
they're
like
going
you're in the
after
middle
this
of
bear,
nowhere up there.
and yeah, it's in the middle there somewhere, but
Yeah.
it's kind of crazy. So it's called The Hunt for Giant Brown Bear on Alaska Peninsula. Cool film though. I mean, just done well, and these guys are awesome.
Yep, they're awesome.
They
Gonna
get
be a
it.
good partner.
Yep, they get it. I'm excited to get up there and slam the products into the brooks for a month. And,
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, me
we know
too.
what they do back here. Let's see what we do up there with them.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So anyway, those are some new things that are happening. New, like back to the products. They're coming in, and we're going to put them to the test.
Yep. It's that time.
And it looks like Bass Pro Shops in the back because Millennium was here for the deer season. So right when we get back, and
So many stands to put together.
if anybody's looking for something to do, we'll trade you out a couple stands.
30 pack of
A 30 pack of
lattes.
Busch Light if you want to come in and drink some beers and build them for us, because there's 26 tree stands in there that need built. So yeah, if anybody has any extra time on their hands, wants to come into the studio and build some tree stands, that'd be good. We'll get those out. Schuster's ready to hunt deer. He keeps texting every 8 minutes where we're gonna go. Schuster, it's a little busy right now, but we'll get there.
It'll be soon. Sooner we think.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm so far from whitetail in my brain right now. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
I am so plugged
Well,
in on Alaska right now. I have zero whitetail on my brain as
Gotta
well.
go.
Usually once we get back into Fairbanks, after we wrap up dropped in late September, then it's start to get exciting.
Yeah.
Start thinking about it, but yeah.
Whitetail's way in the back of my brain.
Yep.
Yep. And the Alp order came for dropped, which is amazing. And now I'm stocked and locked on Alp. So it's a good thing, man. What else we got going on? Anything? I think that's about it.
That's a good convo there.
It's crazy stuff. We're getting ready. When we go on dropped, we're not going to have any episodes out for September. So basically, you'll have to follow along with us because we will have the Starlink. We'll be doing live updates from out there on Instagram, and then also on the app. But we got a couple weeks getting ready. Stay with us. A lot of gear stuff coming up as we pack and get ready for our, all the trip that's happening. We'll get more in depth with all the stuff. I think that's about it.
Tis it.
That's a wrap. Water Minds. Thanks for joining us, fellas, ladies and gentlemen. Presented by Alp Nicotine Pouches. Water Minds.
Mama say it's a new day, son.